Hi, I'm Dan DeSocia, and I have an urgent message for you from the Council on Ethics and Common Sense in Worship. I am the founder, CEO, and president. I am also the secretary-treasurer and the Guy Friday, and I'm also the maintenance executive. That being said, we wanted to address certain issues in the church today. The first being, well, have you ever been in a church and you're having a good time, just getting ready to get started, and all of a sudden this sign flashes on the overhead or on the big screen TV, and it says, "The music is loud. If you need earplugs, they're available at a certain location." This is the first issue we intend to address. We're not so concerned so much about those churches whose soundboard volumes go from 1 to 10. We're more interested in addressing those churches whose soundboard's volume goes from 11 to 23. Okay, let us move forward. The overheads will no longer be allowed. There is a disclaimer that must be read either by the pastor, the assistant pastor, or the worship leader. The individual who normally reads off the bulletin, giving weekly events and such, is not permitted to read the disclaimer. Why, you ask? Well, it's very simple. Nobody listens to the person when they read the bulletin. Why would anybody listen to them when they read the disclaimer? You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. And now, mind you, this has to be read by the pastor, the assistant pastor, or the worship leader, and it begins thusly. The music is loud. We have earplugs available for those who would like to use them. They are located in the rear of the building. The church is not responsible for manufacturer defects to the earplugs. During worship, when the music is playing, if you notice bleeding from the ears or complete deafness, please go to the left of the stage. We will have a ministry team there present. They will pray for you to get your healing back and for the bleeding to stop. Secondly, some people have complained about the bass being too loud, and what it does is it throws their heart out of rhythm. Those folks, if that happens to you, please go to the right of the stage. We have people ready with a defibrillator to zap you back into rhythm. Now, this is extremely important that you listen to this. If you're having trouble with your ears and you get on the defibrillator line, well, if those people defibrillate you, you're liable to have a heart attack and die. At the same time, if you're having trouble with your heart and you go over to the people that are praying for hearing, by the time they realize what's happening, you could die of a heart attack. So now, for those people, you must listen very carefully. You cannot get on the wrong line. Okay. It's really important. Now, if you realize that you are dead, it is your responsibility to get to the rear of the building, and we will have a ministry team there ready to bring you back to life. So, what was that? Oh, okay, I'll mention that. Smaller churches that cannot afford a defibrillator, I'm told that you should get together those people on your ministry team, at least 5 or 6 that recognize that there's electric going through their fingers when they pray for the sick. Well, you need 5 or 6 of them to lay hands, and it'll do the same thing as a defibrillator. Okay? So now, what? Oh, I should? Okay, so now I'm told that I need to plug the spiritual renewal team. So now listen, if you're in a church and you don't have people available to pray for healing for the ears, or to pray for defibrillation, or to raise the dead, I think you should contact the Spiritual Renewal team immediately. In our next video, we will show you how to prepare yourself for worship in these churches. Thank you and good night.